Hi guys, Mr. Saqib Latif, and welcome to my channel Mathematics Made Easy. And today I'm going to show you grade 10 level cost diagram. So the cost diagram, how does it work? This is a Cartesian plane we have, and y-axis, and this is the x-axis. So the y-axis and x-axis. Now, in this quad, this is quadrant 1, and this is true, quad 3 and quad 4. Quadrant 1, x and y both is positive, because have a look, this is a positive x-axis till here origin point, and top value, this is a y-axis. So forget about everything, have a look, y-axis in this section, x-axis both is positive. Now we come this side, forget about everything. Now we are here, positive y and negative x. So it's gonna be negative x and positive y. Quad 4. Here we have negative x, as you can see, and this is negative y, negative x and negative y. Now we come here, this is a positive x-axis, but the y value in this section is negative. So we're gonna say positive x and negative y. This is how the coordinates on all four quads. Now, this is a 0 degree. From here till here is 90 degree. From here till here 90. 90 plus 90 till here is 180 degree. Horizontal 180 degree. From 180 till here is 270 degree. From there till there is back is 360 degree, because this is our angle. Right. Now, so you must remember this one, the letter, the word, a sentence, that the add sugar to coffee. This stands for add sugar to coffee. So in this chord, add sugar to coffee. All of these here, sign is positive, and the cause is positive, sign positive, cause positive, and tan is as well positive. But when come here, only sign is positive and the cause negative, and the tan is as well negative. Now you come to tan. Add sugar to tan, positive, and sign negative, and the cause is negative. Quad 4. Add sugar to coffee. So the cause is positive and the rest of the trigonometric ratios, they are negative. Sine negative and tan as well negative. Now, so must remember, add sugar to coffee. All uh, trigonometric ratios are positive here, and this section only sine positive, cos negative, tan negative, and the tan positive, sine negative, cos negative, and the quad 4 is only cos positive. The rest of sine and tan is negative. And also have to remember this one, that if you have, this is a triangle. In this triangle, we have this 90 degree. Must remember trig ratio is working on 90-degree triangle, and your angle theta is lying here. So this is your adjacent side, opposite side, and hypotenuse. Must remember this is your adjacent side because touch the hypotenuse and the angle laying on this horizontal line. So this is the adjacent side. So now this is your y-axis, x-axis. This is your radius. You can say hypotenuse, and uh, if you need to find, you're gonna you need to find the hypotenuse. So you use the Pythagoras. X square plus y square is equal to r square. Now sine theta, so the angle is theta, is gonna be equal to y over r. So sine to do with the y-axis, so the y over r. The cos theta is x over r, and the tan theta is y over x. Because you must remember, na, so ka 2r. So ka 2r. So this OH sine and AH cos and OA is tan. Now, must remember this is a Cartesian plane, and this is the circle, and this is your center point. The radius all over the side is gonna be same. So must remember the radius from the center point, they are equal. Now I'm gonna explain to you how this cast diagram is gonna work, uh, if you're gonna apply the definitions of the trigonometric ratios in the cast diagram, and how's this work. Let me show you that. Applying the definitions of the trigonometric ratios in the cast diagram. The question says if 5 cos theta is equal to -3 with sine greater than 0, determine the value of the following trigonometric ratios without using of a calculator and with the aid of a diagram. So the first question says tan theta, sine square theta minus 1, cos theta plus sine theta, and the last one 2 cos square theta minus 1. Must remember this is our Cartesian plane, and according to this cast diagram, three ways they can ask you the question. The first, they can ask you about the ratios. The second, they can ask you about the coordinates x, y, negative x or positive y, or the negative x, negative y, so on. Or they can ask you the question about the angles like 90 degree, 180 degree, 270 degree, and 360 degree. So first question what I read now, that is about the ratios. I'll show you all three how to solve. Have a look. So the question says now 5 cos theta is equal to -3, and sine is theta is greater than 0, which means sine must be positive. So isolate the cos theta. That's the first thing we need to do. So it's become -3 over 5, and the sine theta greater than 0. Now we're looking where sine is positive and the cos is negative. So we're going to draw here. No, you don't need to draw actually. You just like a roughly you're going to draw Cartesian plane. So where is, this is quad 1, 2, 3, 4. Where is the cos is negative. Cos is negative in this quad, cos is negative in this quad. And where is the sine is a positive. Sine positive here, first quadrant, and the sine is positive in second quadrant. So we're looking where cos is negative and the sine is positive. At the same time, cos negative, sine positive. That will be here. They're matching together. Now, so which mean I'm going to my so which mean theta is a second quad angle. Now, I'm going to draw neat and clean Cartesian plane, and after I draw Cartesian plane, y-axis, obviously this is x-axis, y-axis and x-axis. Now, so whatever you have now, you have to, from here, this is your radius. So this is you're going to draw a straight line, that's your radius, from the center point, and then now you draw a triangle. This is a triangle touching the x-axis, and this is 90 degree. So you got cos negative 3 over 5, which means you got cos theta always to do with x-axis. So x over r you have. Remember I showed you earlier in cos diagram? Right. So you have cos theta is equal to negative 3 over 5, which means your x value is negative 3, which is this, and your radius is 5. So the radius is going to be always positive, this one. These two is going to change. You must remember in this x-axis is negative and y value is positive here, because this is a negative x-axis. So this we need to find out. And this is definitely going to be positive y. Why? Because this is a y-axis is a positive here. So we're going to use the Pythagoras here to find out this. So we're going to say x square plus y square is equal to r square. So the x value we got negative 3 square. We substitute the value. Y we don't know. And the radius we got 5 square. 9 plus y square and 25. I'm simplifying this one. Y square is equal to 25. 9 become negative, and then y square becomes equal to 16. Therefore, y is going to be 16 root, and the y value plus minus 4. So now plus minus, must remember outside is plus and minus, positive and negative, right? So now we're going to use the positive 4. We can't use the negative. Why? Because in this quad, the y value must be positive because the y-axis. Now, so now you're going to write like this in exam. This is very important, that you got x value you find already, or you have x value negative 3, and the y value find out that is 4, and you r value is 5. So you're going to use this information to answer all of these questions what they ask. So the first question they ask you tan theta. Have a look. So tan theta is going to be equal to y over x. So y we have here 4, and the x value we got negative 3. This is my final answer. The second he asks you the part B, he says sine square theta minus 1. So sine square, sine to do with x value, so the y value. That's going to be y over r square minus 1. So y value we have 4 here, and the r we got 5 square minus 1. So we're going to use the calculator. The answer will be negative 9 over 25. Part C. Part C say cos theta plus sine theta. So cos theta we have already, which is negative 2, to do cos to do with y. So it's going to be y over, sorry, cos to do with x over r. plus this is y over r. So x value we have -3 and the r value got 5 plus y value we got 4 and the r value is 5. So we're going to use the calculator. -3 over 5 plus 4 over 5. The answer will be 1 over 5. So the 1 over 5, this is my final answer. So the last question says, which is the part D. Part D, 2 cos square theta minus 1 is equal to 2. Cos value we have here now. Cos we need to find out now. So -3 over 5. So it will be -3 over 5 square minus 1. So it's going to be 2 times 9 over 25 minus 1. 18 over 25 -1. The answer is going to be, here's the calculator again, 18 over 25 minus 18 over 25 minus 1. So the answer is going to be -7 over 25. -7 over 25 is my final answer. I hope so you like my video, and please share. Please, if you like my video, so guys, if you like my video, please don't forget to subscribe and please guys, please don't forget. Guys, please don't forget to subscribe and like my videos. If you have any question, write in comments below. I will assist you. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day. And watch please my next two videos also about cast diagram. I will show you next two type of question which they pose in a exam uh, regarding coordinates and angles. Thank you.